Hi everyone, this is an unboxing for a resin conversion kit created by the company Model Bingo, and in this case it's a conversion kit for the 1:144 real grade Nu Gundam, and this kit converts the Nu Gundam into the mass production type. So as you can see, the box is quite small, but that makes sense because the mass production type looks a lot like the normal version. So the amount of resin pieces inside this box are quite low. But yeah, let's check what's inside of the box and check what the quality of the resin is. So when you first open the box, you get a well, first of all, you get a checklist. This one is from Musaigen Hobby, which is the place where I bought this from. I'm in no way affiliated with them or sponsored by them, but they are a cool company. I bought from them before, and the service is pretty good. They also respond very quickly when you have some questions or, for example, missing parts, so that's nice. Second of all, you get a poster of the actual finished product. So one of the things I don't like about the company Model Bingo is the way they made their instruction manual. It's basically just a large piece of paper, and although the paper is a pretty nice quality, it's kind of glossy, as you can see. I rather prefer the instruction manuals or the booklets from companies like Fortune Meow. It seems more high-end, and yeah, this doesn't scream premium, but that's just my opinion. So as you can see, I already checked all the parts. It's always important if you buy a resin kit to make sure that all parts are there. Alright, so we get one baggie of resin parts, and I will show you this a bit later in the video in closer detail, but from a first glance the quality looks pretty nice. You get some Lego parts, which is interesting. Most of these parts are, if I remember correctly, used for inside the backpack. And last but not least, we have a sheet of decals. It's a pretty small sheet, as you can see. The quality looks nice. I don't know how well you can see this, but even the small text, like for example the text above my thumb, is readable. So the quality itself is pretty nice. So I wonder yeah, how they will work when I'm using them on the kit. So that was all for inside the box. As I previously mentioned, it's a pretty small kit, so not a lot of work if you want to build this. But yeah, let's take a closer look at all the resin pieces. Alright, so the first thing you get is this instruction booklet or manual, and on the front you can basically see the finished kit. So this is what the mass production Nu Gundam looks like, and you get some close-ups of the upper body, the backpack, some more shots of the backpack, and that's basically it. And the back displays all the parts. So this is basically the parts layout, and you get the layout for the backpack, for the shoulders and the arms, a couple of parts for the main body, for the torso. You get two types of heads, and you get the parts layout for the legs. Inside of this booklet you get, yeah, I guess the instruction manual on how to build it. So there aren't that many pieces, so the build itself isn't that complicated, so this should be sufficient. So you get the two types of heads and what you have to do with the existing V-fin. So you have to nip off, I guess, the smaller inner V-fin, if you can call it that. Instructions for the body, for the torso. Instructions for the arm, and the arm itself has a rifle attached to it, so you don't have to use this, but you can if you want. Instructions for the legs, for the waist, and yeah, for the backpack. And as you can see here, for example, this uses the Lego parts I showed you earlier, so I'll show you those as well in detail, but that's quite funny that you need to use Lego parts to build this kit. So yeah, that's all for the instruction manual. So you get the Lego parts, and they are basically used for the backpack itself, so not that exciting. There are a couple of ball joints and some parts that houses those ball joints, so basically the sockets itself. So yeah, that's for the Lego parts. And you get one baggie with resin pieces. And the quality itself looks very nice. I'll open one of these compartments a bit later and show you a couple parts in detail. But as you can see from inside the bag, the quality is very nice. You get some flash, for example. You can see some flash in here, but that ain't too big of a problem. You can just cut that away or sand that away or something. So the panel lines are very crisp, as you can see. So, like I mentioned, there aren't that many parts, but I'll open some of these compartments and I will show you some of the resin pieces in a bit more detail. So this is the head for the Nu Gundam, and as you can see, the details look very crisp, so the Vulcans look very nice and the panel lines also look very nice. So it needs a bit of sanding. There are some small imperfections and you can see the mold line running through the back of the head. But I don't see any major shift in mold, so that's fine. I think it's very easy to clean up. So yeah, that's the head. So this is one of the funnels that goes into the backpack for the Nu Gundam, and as you can see, the details are also very nice and crisp. So one of the things I always ask myself when I'm buying a resin kit from a certain company is, are the panel lines and the details crisp, and is the fit any good? So in this case, the panel lines look pretty good. There is a mold line on this piece as well, but with some sand you can remove that quite quickly with some sanding. It isn't that bad, so that's fine. Yeah, small details look very nice. So this is one of the pieces for the upper leg, and again, the panel lines are very nice and crisp. There are some surface imperfections though, I don't know how well you can see it. You can see some marks in the resin, so we can easily clean it up with some sanding. And there is also some flash, but we can also easily clean it up. The kit itself looks very nice. Can't wait to start on it. It's a nice side project for yeah, when you don't want to work on a very big resin kit, but you still want to create something that is very nice looking. So yeah, that will be about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.